intense match in the Engage Super League. St Helens ahead, 16 points to 6. The Wigan fans settling down and hoping that the comeback will continue. It shows what it means to the people here. This club, this fixture. They won 3 of 4 against Wigan last year, but actually they lost on aggregate. St Helens scored 61 points in those 4 games, Wigan 66. Luluai is underneath the kickoff, and here come Wigan with the words of Michael Maguire ringing in their ears.
Yeah, well, didn't look too impressed, did he? But this man that's just taken the run from the dummy half, he's going to be so important. He's got them a penalty. They were not standing square, St Helens, and that is a valuable 45 metres or 50 metres downfield. And he has to be out on that field virtually for the full second half, I feel. Mark Riddell, he certainly changed the spirits and the play around the play-the-ball area when he came off the bench. Good offload.
Great offload from Joel Tompkins. This is Amos Roberts. St Helens hanging off him, perhaps fatally for a moment. Roby got to him in the end. Look where they are on the first tackle, St Helens. Here is Tompkins. Bailey will drive it forward. Price, Leon Price that is on his back. Fossard finishes him off. Riddell again. Does he have 40 minutes in him? This is Luluai. Luluai! Wigan off to a fire. Start of the second half. Wigan with the first try in the first minute of the second 40. St Helens haven't touched the ball yet. And Luluai just teased the defence. He turns 25 on Tuesday. He always lifts for games against St Helens. Tries in 3 of the last 4 at home against them.
Joel Tompkins, wonderful offload. Gave the opportunity for Amos Roberts, but the build-up to this, put that down to Mark Riddell. Remember, he got a run, he caught the Saints defence, and then put them in the position. It was a beautiful step, wasn't it, from Thomas Luluai. Just held back, in and out. He just pushed off Scott Moore. Scott Moore won't want to watch that, and this is the run from Riddell that got them not only field position, but 40 metres upfield. Sensational. It's been that sort of game. We said before the kickoff, we hoped that Phil Benton would give them plenty of room to display their skills, and Michael Maguire has just witnessed it.
Don't you love it when the coaches wear their hearts on their sleeves as well? Richards, he has the extras. 12-16. Luluai's try. He got a couple in the Magic weekend against them as well. Once upon a time. Riddell with a fantastic piece of skill to ask for the penalty off Phil Bentham, and it was forthcoming.
In some of the build-up play, we saw Amos Roberts with the ball in his hand drifting across field, and there was a time when Roberts was probably the best player in this Super League competition, and I would suspect it was when he was operated at full-back for Wigan. Of course he got injured, he's now out on the wing, but as he starts to get more involved, Eddie, in this game and the rest of Wigan's season, I think we'll see an even more dangerous Wigan team.
Well, first blood to Wigan, that's high from Hargreaves, but the referee disagrees.
Should have been a penalty.
Riddell again. Good run. Joel Tompkins back to brother Sam. Deep kick around the back of Foster. Good kick too. Skips away from the youngster. He has to take an eternity. Look at the chase from Wigan.
That's a team, Eddie, that knows what they're doing, Wigan. Mark Riddell gets caught playing the ball. Joel Tompkins straight in. Great dummy half pass, finds his brother. No looking around, no questions. Well drilled.
Did you see Michael Maguire at half-time? He was purple with rage. I don't know what he said. We only have a camera in the dressing room. We don't have microphones. We might not have been able to broadcast what he was saying.
He didn't have to be Einstein to work out that he was upset about them, and they've certainly come back and offered for him an opportunity now. Got to be careful. That's good work there by Wellens. Bit too strong.
Runs dead in goal. He won't be happy with that kick, Paul Wellens. Well, there we are. The scars of battle plain for all to see.
Well, Chris Tewson it was, who threw himself into a tackle, I think with Sam Tompkins. They wanted to hit Jamie Foster with everything they had. Unfortunately, they just missed the target.
Chris Tewson on the bench tonight, as he has been in 2 of the last 3. He was out on loan at Castleford and Blackpool earlier this year. I think the referee has said play on. That ball went backwards.
Certainly did. Pounced on it very well by Carl Price. And you get the feeling that the Warriors now are eager to swing it out wide. We saw just before the half-time break, magnificent long pass from Sam Tompkins. And that's what they've been looking for in this second half as well.
Good run from Andy Coley. 4 attracted to him. He's asking for a knock-on. Roby's not coming. Tompkins hoists the kick. Foster's underneath this, so is Wellens, though. Wellens calls for it. Brilliant full-back play. He must have seen Jamie Foster coming, and he just yelled at him, "It's mine!" Took control of the situation.
He's got well, though. He got a bit of a knock as soon as he took it. Get out of the way, youngster, he said.
Oh, and it was giant Carl Price who dropped on him. Well, that was a mismatch in terms of weight. Here goes Fozzard.
Boy, there's been some big hits out there. No love lost between these two sides, that's for sure, but they are giving us an absolute classic.
Good tackle that by Luluai on Andrew Dixon. Deep kick over the head of Carl Price. He almost touched it. And Tewson has got problems to stem the flow of blood. Richards, that wasn't the best pass from Sam Tompkins. St Helens able to come in, and the tackle from Scott Moore and Chris Flannery. Here's Farrell.
And it's both sides so well drilled. It really does need something spectacular to break them through.
It would be the perfect irony for St Helens, wouldn't it, to win here, because it was Wigan who won the last ever Super League meeting at Knowsley Road at Easter.
What a great kick though from Mark Riddell. What's the chase like? Superb. Oh, big hit.
And there's a problem for Carl Price over on the far side. He's on his haunches, limping badly.
They better spread out. They've got Sam Tompkins out there as well.
He doesn't look that way. They're going that way. Gidley couldn't get the ball away to Foster. It would have been interesting that. Gidley's had the shirt ripped off him.
Well, Carl Price can't even walk, never mind run. They did well there to go across. It was good work by Bailey in the end. There's the problem with Carl Price.
He's being left out there. Was that high?
Looked
By
in.
Coley. The referee says it wasn't. Leon Price, crossfield kick. That'll stand. He did well, Roberts. Timed his run to perfection. Oh, they've given him penalty here. Somebody was taken out. Was Gleeson involved? Did Gleeson take somebody out with a shoulder?
Well, he's on the ball, isn't he? Phil Bentham. It was a wonderful crossfield kick. It bounced all over the place. Well, I thought if you were both facing the same way, you could utilise it with the shoulder. Obviously not seen that way by the official. More pressure for Wigan.
Moore gets it to Flannery. That was an important interception by Roberts.
Back to 6, surely.
Yes, 0 tackles, says the referee. Here come the Saints now.
Took a huge gamble, didn't he, Amos Roberts there. They had the overlap, did Saints.
This is Andrew Dixon. The ball's come free.
Knock on! Dixon's furious.
Well, I think he's got a case. I think Mick Potter might have a case.
There looked to be a finger in there. He pulls the arm away. Oh, that's got to be a penalty.
Coley's stolen that.
Well, all he's done is pull his hand away.
That's all he's got to do.
Surely the responsibility of that is the ball carrier. What's Andy Coley supposed to do in that situation?
Well, he shouldn't pull the ball out of his
But
grasp.
he has to get out of the tackle.
Well, what does the ball carrier do then? Just let the ball go?
Oh no, hold on to it. I mean, Andy
he's held on to it and Coley's pinched it from him.
If I remember right, in the Challenge Cup that happened twice to Leeds and Wigan when they met, Phil Benton, the referee, on both occasions they penalised the defensive side.
Let's get down to Rod because there's injuries galore, I bet.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on with what you're saying, Eddie, about Chris Chisholm. They just can't stem that flow of blood from that broken nose. He's still in the medical room with Dr. Chris Brooks, and that is the problem. And if they can't stop the flow of blood, then obviously they can't let him back on the field. And that's sparked a real reshuffle with Stuart Field having to go back on much earlier than they wanted. Back to you, Eddie.
The dab through is by Tompkins, and Wellens is going to have to run this away from his own goal line. He gets as far as the kicker, and they force him back.
He's touching the field of play. Again, great kick. Looked a little bit disorganised there, but Sam Tompkins. Oh, sensational. Look at Mark Riddell. He's turned this game around for Wigan and the hooker from the bench. And Michael Maguire knows it.
What on earth did Maguire say?
What about the run James Roby had to attempt here?
Super stuff.
You've got to be brave to be 5'9" and take this 3 on. Well, Wigan are on the front foot and their supporters are on their feet. Here comes Coley.
Now then, will we see Sam Tompkins take on the defence, ask a few questions?
Forward pass.
Oh, shocking. Head and feet to Saints. I've just been praising the man, and he's come up with a shocking error, and it is a shocking error.
Wigan were the best team, Eddie, in the first 10 minutes of the first half. They've been the best team, clearly, in the first 10 minutes of the second half. But it's how long they can continue with that pace and intensity, aggression in defence. When they have possession, that's then when they need the calm minds.
Wonder if that just has the pendulum swinging St Helens' way. We'll see. Pulatua, Roby and Dixon.
Just shows you, though, with such a tight defence, we keep mentioning that, but to come up with a simple error like that is not the best thing to do. He's got all the experience in the world as Mark Riddell.
Cunningham, Pulatua, Price. Oh, a little shimmy, but Tompkins wouldn't be fooled. That's a penalty.
That was great play by Leon Price. Instead of staying down, he wanted to get on with it, and you can see that they go for a second. Now, it was interesting because it's a huge gamble by Leon Price. He plonks the ball down before he regains his feet.
You're right.
It could have gone the other way, but he took a gamble.
And the gamble's paid off. Hargreaves for St Helens.
Saints, all they have to do now is just get planning permission and stay down here and build.
Roby, good little run. Halted by the tackle from Liam Farrell. Gidley steps out of one. A good job the reinforcements were there in the shape of Carmont. Now then, Leon Price will attack the line. Gives it to Scott Moore. Good tackle by Luluwai. Leon Price again. Fielden caught out of position at marker then.
Needs to be a good kick.
Last one. Cunningham. Hargreaves. Wellens for Saints. Never mind the kick. Great try from Paul Wellens. A red letter day for him. 400th career appearance. And I mentioned earlier he played in so many big occasions. He got 4 tries against Wigan in the magic weekend of 2007. They were expensive, but this, priceless for St Helens.
Beautiful offload. Absolutely superb by Bryn Hargreaves. See how he twists in the tackle, and the fullback says, I'm going over. They took the gamble, they went for the power play. This is the penalty. Leon Price milked it, and they come up with the cream. What a game this is.
what a great story Bryn Hargreaves is for anybody in sport who don't make it at the first club they start to play. He got 33 games for Wigan. They didn't think he was quite good enough, so he dropped down and went to Lee, you know, for 10 games there, and then picked up by St Helens, given some confidence by the coach at the time, given some support by the club, and really is now here at this stage in his career. He's played over 100 times for St Helens. Proof that if you at first are rejected by the side that take you at the start of your career, it doesn't mean that it has to be the end.
No, you're right, Bryn Hargreaves, he was one of Daniel Anderson's real success stories, wasn't he? And Jamie Foster now, kicked 5 from 6 against Huddersfield last week. He's played in 3 academy grand finals in a row. He's won 2 of them against Wigan. And his kick has increased the lead. He was practicing from the touchline before this game got going. He is a reliable young goal kicker, there's no doubt about that.
And again, the importance of a quick play of the ball. It is so effective. And see how Bryn Hargreaves twists in the tackle, support play. He's been doing it for years. Paul Wellens, despair on the face of the Wigan fans.
Yeah, a few glum faces, but the lady managed to wave. That went backwards. Here comes Graham.
It's an amazing fact, isn't it, this St Helens side for so many years. When you expect them to do the normal, they do something different. Should have been the kick on the last, but no. Quick play the ball, Hargreaves spins, and they've got that vital lead yet again.
They have it back up to 10. Here's Graham. Gets St Helens to halfway on the last.
Well,
the St Helens fans are singing again. Here's the kick. He shimmied to kick and then dabbed it through. Gathered in by Tompkins. Gets clattered by Gidley and, well, maybe Scott Moore.
Should have been a flop.
Could have been penalised. Richards. They get a penalty now. Wigan.
Well, there was a penalty in this position before that led to Thomas Lulawai's try. But Richards gets about 30 metres downfield. Chris Flannery the culprit. It's all hands to the pumps. It really is. Oh, he's lost it.
Fielden loses it on the first drive. What an error.
Certainly is. And when you think about the fact, remember, Riddell, he came up with a forward pass only in the second play of the ball. They're becoming their own worst enemy at Wigan.
And from the moment that Riddell put that forward pass in, it has become St Helens on the front foot again.
They've had a chance though, Wigan. That penalty was a wonderful chance for them to get back down there, relieve a bit of pressure. It was manna from heaven.
Oh, I don't think he's right, and neither does James Graham.
No, he wants
it's
to
a
go.
bit of an exuberant complaint from Graham.
It should be 10 metres forward.
I don't think this is forward. And James Graham's an Evertonian. Why would I agree with him? But it was a little bit over enthusiastic. Now, is this forward?
It's hard to say. 50-50 at best.
Well,
he's called it.
Yeah, he's the guy who's given the penalty.
Now then, if the Warriors have got a set pattern on here.
Must have been penalty for this end, wasn't it?
You know, I was going to make an excuse for James Graham and say, you know, it's the heat of the moment and all that, but one of the great things about this game is that we don't have it, and the referees have got the respect, so I guess the right decision to award that penalty for dissent.
Good hands from Wigan here, great movement from Wigan here. Price to the corners, passed inside, now then. I thought he was over the line, and St Helens are celebrating, and Carmont has been denied. No reference upstairs. Brave decision from the referee and the touch judge.
Great tackle though by Jamie Foster. And look at the impact from Paul Wellens.
They get it absolutely spot on, the officials.
Foster goes low, Price takes the gamble, but watch for Paul Wellens coming here. Bang! Oh, like a 10-ton truck coming through. Come on. No way he could get that ball down.
Wellens now packing down at prop forward.
That was one of the best attacking and defensive plays I think I've seen all season. Great play from Wigan there to move the ball from one side to the other, finding the players in space, having option runners to hold up the defence. But then the commitment by St Helens. Maybe, Eddie, I was wrong at half-time. Perhaps it does mean more to Saints than I painted out.
Phil, I think it's just a Wigan Saints. It's a typical game, isn't it, for them? It's just a day at the office when these two meet. They're both desperate for the victory. But, you know, and I hate to try and persuade my learned colleague alongside us about Man of the Match awards, but when you think about it, there's been a 12-point turnaround there on the back of the number one of St Helens, Paul Wellens. He scores the try at one end, he saves the try at the other.
Is solid, and that is the beauty, and that's the reason why Saints have been so successful over the years.
Towering kick from Leon Price. Easy for Pat Richards. Great chase though from St Helens.
He got plenty of height in it, but it was just a touch too far. No real pressure applied to Pat Richards.
Tell you what, the little flick pass from this big fella as well when he was under pressure from Jamie Foster wasn't bad. Well, it's had everything. And we've still got 21 minutes to go.
And the way that they've got at each other and the pace of this game, it's going to take its toll late on into the final quarter.
Great offload. Here's Luluai. Gets the ball to Tompkins. Graham is there like a man mountain for St Helens in defence. Luluai. Last tackle. Wigan fans think that the tackler, Matty Ashurst, was offside then. Wellens again, battered by Carl Price.
Kept his cool, Carl Price, but what another great take by Paul Wellens. There's a problem in the back play for Thomas Luluai. He's receiving treatment. He's just trying to get up. I think it's cramp. He's in all sorts of trouble, is Luluai.
It's got to be cramp, hasn't it? This game is being played at a breakneck pace. Graham.
Nothing too adventurous here. They just need to get out of their half.
Leon Price. Hop, skip and a jump. Last tackle. They're still inside their own half. The kick from Scott Moore.
He's clear. He's clear.
Bounces nicely for Carl Price. The volume ratchets up again. Carl Price then had to leap over the top of the prone body of Sam Tompkins. If he'd have stepped on him, he'd have put Tompkins about 6 inches in the turf.
Did well, actually, and I think Sam Tompkins was very grateful indeed.
It's down again, Carl Price. You don't think he's right here?
No, he's not. This is McAlorum, meanwhile, but there is the concern for Wigan.
We had a problem in the first half, and maybe it's just a recurrence of that injury. Good work by Coley.
Great drive.
It's time now for one of the Wigan players to really put something on. And they'll be looking, his coach Michael Maguire will be looking and say, Sam Tompkins, try something.
Kick for Richards, Eddie.
Is that wide? Was he taken out then by Pulatua? No, he wasn't. I thought it was a late challenge. Here goes Wellens.
Great combination.
No, it wasn't late. Apologies to Pulatua, it was not late. He got there as quick as he could. Penalty to St Helens now.
We keep mentioning that word composure. And just when you lose your cool, just hang around a little bit too long. And it was a few seconds too lengthy for the official Phil Bentham.
The forward pass, Phil, from Riddell, after 10 minutes of Wigan domination in the first half, has turned this game upside down.
Yeah, it's similar again. I think that Stuart Fielding lost possession on the first one from the tap penalty. I mean, if you want to beat Wigan, you have to be able to handle the aggression that they throw at you. Saints seem to be able to cope with that, and then they're able to reply here now with some skill, some quality, and they're trying to get, as Brian Carney's pointed out, to Carl Price, who they suspect may just be a weak link in the line.
Roby is there.
Well,
It's a neat run from Clough.
Expert Saints are just camping down there, and
Cunningham,
experience
that was
is
the old
showing.
head. It was Leon Price. Wigan scrambled to bring him down. Roby. Oof. He thought he was closer to the line than he was. Last tackle. Cunningham. More over his head. Oh, and maybe there's another turning point.
Oh, that's vital. A poor
Pass was terrible.
Yep, a shocker. And it came from one of the most experienced men in Super League's history. Kieran Cunningham was furious with himself.
Down to Rob.
Well, Chris Houston has come back on, Eddie, and no one doubts the bravery of these guys, but he has gone back on with a broken nose. Dr. Chris Brooks confirmed it is broken. Shades of Andrew Farrell when he looked like the Phantom of the Opera that time here, and shades of John Wilkin in the cup final.
It's got to be a penalty. Leon Price was all over the top of Sam Tompkins. There's Chris Houston. Yeah, remember that? When Andrew Farrell, and he's right, John Wilkin in the cup final. I think Andrew Farrell was against Leeds here, and the first thing that Leeds did when Farrell got the ball next time, they clobbered him in the nose again.
This is a huge set for Wigan.
Price is off the field.
This is something they need to complete.
Carl Price for Wigan, that is off the field.
I made the comment earlier, Eddie. If Wigan are going to win this, they've got to get Mark Riddell back out onto that field.
There's McIlorum. Driving forward was Paul Prescott. This is a chance for Wigan. Riddell waits on the sideline. Back it comes to Sam Tompkins. Here is Lulawai. This is Gleeson. That was touched by Millie.
Knock on. He's got it. Good work by the touch judge on this near side. Millie thought he'd got away with it. It was a planned move. Gleeson swings around. There you see Millie gets the arm out.
That's a great defensive play. That's a great defensive play, I mean. Ideally, he'd hit man and ball, but Gleeson had already released it. That had ball had got to the winger, that's a try. Well done, Francis Melly.
Joel Tompkins finds Amos Roberts, Flannery and Graham with the tackle. No progress forward there. That was McIlorum. This is Prescott again. Bone-crunching tackle by Pulatua and Cunningham. Cunningham looks to see what was that in his head. McIlorum, Luluai, Sam Tompkins, Pat Richards, wide. Carmont held up by the tackle from Gidley and young Foster. McIlorum. Graham and Cunningham again. He was wanting a penalty, it didn't come. Luluai. This is Joel Tompkins, shrugs off one, gives it to Gleeson. Back it goes to Roberts. Roberts then to Luluai. Here is McIlorum, crunching tackle by Clough. Oh, and Tompkins has put it down. Here goes Scott Moore. And the man with the broken nose, Cheatham gets to him.
Oh, great work from both sides. It was a real mess by Joel Tompkins. This is getting very, very tasty. He's allowed it to go on his Phil Bentham. He's getting excited too. And why wouldn't you be with rugby league football of this calibre?
Michael Maguire, he is so frustrated. He's not very far away from us up here. The
Great
back of the
offload
stand.
there.
Here is Flannery. Flannery takes on Roberts, takes on Luluai.
That was experience as well from Chris Flannery. He didn't panic. He said, we're in front. We'll just park down here.
This is Leon Price. They go wide to Gidley. Gidley to Foster. And young Foster in for the try. Jamie Foster, 19 years of age. Remember, he played in the centres against Salford and was hooked off the field after 2 mistakes. But Mick Potter has stuck with this young man. He's playing on the wing today, and Gidley laid that off on a plate for him. Over in the corner, and is that the game breaker for St Helens with just 13 minutes to go?
Super stuff. Opportunity there. Joel Tompkins came up with the error. They're racing away. He's not happy, Michael Maguire. I think he realises that they were under a lot of trouble. But it's this man again, Matt Gidley. Draws him, Carmont. Nothing he can do about it. The joy written all over the face of the try scorer, Foster. How many times has Gidley done that? Normally it's Gardner, on this occasion it's Foster. But let's not forget about the wonderful run from Chris Flannery on the left-hand side. He did not panic. All he did was go down, play the ball quickly, and they got the overlap. Sensational!
A moment young Foster will remember for a long, long time.
Are you going to back him in or out here on this kick?
He's practicing these, wasn't he, before the game? We saw him. We talked about it. You said a kick from this side to win the match.
Convert his own try in a Wigan derby.
He's just missed. You backed him. He backed himself. 26-12. 14 points.
You'd have to say
is the time.
Yeah, well, you'd have to say Wigan are their own worst enemy. They had a chance down there and they just looked a little disjointed, and Michael Maguire showing his frustration.
And you talk about frustration, Brian.
He's frustrated more than anybody.
Yeah, but Mark Riddell is on the touchline and he's saying, come on, let me get out there. He changed it around when he came off the bench. Surely Maguire's going to give him another go.
Well, time's against them. That's a booming kickoff again from Richards. Roby collects it though. 11 and a half minutes to go. I'd be happy if this was on till midnight. It's been a sensational game.
It has, and it's good. This is a big crowd. There'll be people here watching a rugby league game for the first time, and it's great that they get to see an occasion like this. Hopefully they come back.
Penalty, Roby, rather Graham was taken high.
Yeah. McIlroy swinging arm. And it's just things like that that just turn it all around, and you go to yourself and, well, they won't be rushing it. James Graham will just take his time. I go in the face, so what?
Okay, lads.
I've had plenty of those in my career, but the most important factor, he's given away maybe 30, 40 metres downfield. Oh, they failed to get it.
Oh, Foster. Hero to villain, maybe. Carmont.
First.
He went for too much depth then.
Hold. Go.
Farrell.
Two.
How many twists and turns is this game going to offer up? Shakes his
shake of
head,
the head.
yeah.
But they need something soon, Wigan. They need something soon.
Third. Move. Hold.
McIlroy in at
Goal
dummy
three.
half. Sam Tompkins. Richards and Gleeson. He goes past Flannery. Great tackle again from Wellens.
Hold.
He's been
Goal
everywhere
four.
tonight, the Saints fullback. Roberts. Joel Tompkins. Luluai. Wide. Well picked up by Carmont, but good defence from St Helens.
Five.
That's the last of this set of 6. Now then,
Hold. 10 left
what have
to
they
go.
got in the locker here, Wigan? Luluai.
Okay, right.
The rush from Graham. And Wellens takes it over the dead ball line, goal line dropout.
Well, can they do a Saints here now at the Saints? 10 minutes, 3 tries needed at it. We've seen St Helens do this before in Super League. Now Wigan are the top of this competition at the moment, have consistently been the best side, but need to dig themselves out of a massive hole here now. It's a perfect opportunity to start with the first one, goal line dropout.
He has been so solid though, hasn't he? Paul Wellens. Good position. Can they get their defence solid?
Here comes Fielden. Not tackled, now he is.
Move. Go.
McIlroy. Drive forward by
Two.
Prescott. More sticking tape around his head.
Go.
McIlroy tries to go inside, pull a tour.
Move. Goal 3.
Tompkins, Luluai. Back it goes to Richards. Richards still.
It's 2 down here, Eddie. There's not moving.
Cunningham's 1.
Advantage.
And who's the Wigan player? I think it's
Thomas
Luluai.
Luluai, yes. And he's been penalised, I think, potentially for a late challenge on Thomas Luluai. I thought the referee indicated that. Hits him in the back.
Oh, whiplash.
Now, did he get the shoulder in, or looks as sort of spins around, gets half the shoulder into him? Boy, that hurts. When you're least expecting it, you've just offloaded the football.
Come up from the physio. He won't want to leave the field here, and Cunningham is hurt. How did he... was that a clash of heads, I wonder? Yes, it was.
Yeah. Followed through. It's got to be a penalty. Now, will they offer something other than the bash and barge close to the line? It looks as though Stuart Fielden's revving up for it. Cole is there.
I'll just play the advances, or was not.
They're going to need to, Steve-O, aren't they? The last couple of times they've been down here, it hasn't looked as fluid as you'd expect, or as structured as you'd expect from Wigan.
Gets a word in the ear, and he gets booed roundly. He's taken off the field and is replaced by Paul Johnson.
What a time to come on for your second game.
McIlroy, Luluai's recovered. Tompkins, it was in front of Richards and not the best. They've lost a little bit of momentum there. Carmont is snaffled by Gidley and by Clough.
And again, great defence.
Tompkins pops the ball up to Tewson, it is.
Short on that blind side.
They're going that way. McIlroy for Wigan. Wellens is absolutely furious. He picked the ball up after that try was scored and he slammed it into the ground. And it looks good kill. But McIlroy has set us up for a finish and a half. His first try of the year. McIlroy, this is his 60th appearance for Wigan. Getting established in Super League. Big moment here.
Tremendous play by the hooker as well. Looked that just that bit short on that short blind side, and he took full advantage of it. Picked it through the dummy. Nothing that Graham could do about it. They got that as in numbers. Clough couldn't stop him. Boy, what a vital last few minutes this will be.
Big kick from Richards. No problems for Richards. 18-26, is it on? Is it on?
Certainly needed that. I think if Paul Clough has a look at this again, he'll sharpen up a little at marker. He needed to come out a little bit harder and hit McIlroy. He's just clocked off a little, expecting the ball to go a little wider.
Well, Saints are in no hurry to take this kick off. The crowd furious, but the referee has stopped the clock, as you can see. Well, can Wigan do a Saints on Saints?
Well, it's the clock to watch now as well as the scoreboard.
Kick-off is into the arms of Joel Tompkins.
First move. Hold. Go.
McIlroy, Fielden through a couple, gets as far as Leon Price. There's Riddell, he's still got the bib on, so... And they get the penalty here, Wigan. Price interfering and messing about.
Just a lack of composure there at the most vital time.
Job's done.
26-18, you don't have to give them any metres forward.
What's Leon Price supposed to do there, then? Mr. Carney.
We're staying out of that one.
Prescott. McIlroy. Tewson. Oh, he's almost through. He gets it away to Tompkins. It's going to be 6 to go. It's
No
6 to go.
No advantage.
He'll bring it back to the scrum. Yes, he will.
Boy, it's all panic, isn't it? It really is panic out there. Scott Moore went for broke. Nearly picked it up as well. The pressure. Listen to this crowd. They are trying to suck them over that line.
Over 20,000 in here. Have we enjoyed it? You bet your life we have. Tompkins. Is there one last little twist in the tail?
What a great tackle from Paul Johnson. Tompkins tried to step round him.
McIlroy. Luluai to Gleeson. Gleeson, what a moment for Gleeson! Martin Gleeson. 40th appearance for Wigan. 320th career appearance. He was once the St. Helens hero. Now he's the St. Helens villain. Now he's the Wigan hero. If Richards can kick this, look out.
Amazing plan move. And then he just throws the dummy and stretches out. And St. Helens will be ruining the fact that they gave away that silly penalty. Leon Price, 45 metres downfield. They can't believe it.
Big kick, big kick, big kick. He's kicked it. 24-26. Wigan think they can win it now. So do their fans, but they're still behind on the scoreboard.
Well, Saints know they're in trouble, Eddie. They're going to send Kieran Cunningham back on here. This is the try here now that they're shifting out wide. And Martin Gleeson's still got those twinkle toes. Skips through the defenders and scores an important try. Less than 5 on the clock.
Well, he's only been here 5 minutes, but he's as big a Wigan fan as we've got inside this ground. Michael Maguire. Right, 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes. It's muck or nettles now for someone.
And they probably have to launch an attack from deep within. Saints have revved up in their defence. They'll try to get it out wide.
Tompkins goes up the middle. Dropped by Pulatua's tackle. Quick play, the ball to Roberts. St. Helens just on the back foot. Oh, what a hit! Leon Price, what a tackle on Bailey.
Bailey doesn't know where he is. Leon Price, who it looked at one point had allowed the Warriors to get back into the game with giving away a silly penalty, has come up with a bell ringer.
And Kieran Cunningham back. There he is.
Settles it down.
More.
Oh, that looked quite forward.
This is Ashurst. He's on halfway.
Cunningham, the old stager. They won't be doing anything drastic here.
Pulatua. Pushed Chris Hewson over. He's still going. Pulatua. Sean O'Loughlin, the Wigan skipper, watching on. He's as anxious as anybody.
Price will get some height on this.
Great kick. Great kick. Wellens is after this. Oh, he nearly dropped it. He has dropped it.
Oh, it's all on. It's all on. He couldn't get out of it. That should just about do it.
Credit Wellens for the run. He just put a doubt in Pat Richards' mind.
And did Wellens reef it out? I think you might find that there might have been a hand there. Did he just lose it?
And what about Melly's defence as well? Great effort.
It means...
It was reefed out.
I beg your pardon, you're right.
It was pulled out. I thought there was a hand in there.
Look at this, look at this! Oh! We've had everything tonight. Richards is the master of the goal line dropout. Wellens can't believe it. They've won it 6 times.
He's just gone and totally redeemed himself.
Oh, dearie me. Have we had it all in 80 minutes tonight?
We certainly have.
Or have we had it all?
He went for broke and he got the bounce.
There's nothing better than this. Tell me something that is better than this that you've seen
I agree.
over the past...
You know what? Give it credit to
12 days.
Give credit to all 34 of those players out there. They've entertained us. And give credit to everybody that's
Look
turned
at this
up.
fella.
Massive crowd, massive performance.
This stoppage though doesn't help Wigan. St. Helens can get the breath back. They look more nervous than I've seen them in years. He's sent off here now. They're going to play on without him. He's looking for a fresh shirt.
Needs to get a fresh nose.
They've only got 12 men, Eddie.
Here goes Richards. This is Roberts. Oh, collision between Flannery and Wellens. McIlaurin.
Gotta get it out wide.
Price has given him his jersey. Wide they go. Liam Farrell.
Saints are out on their feet. But they've got their line-up very, very solid now. Wellens is screaming at them. Keep.
Here is Coley. Coley gives it back to Tompkins. Tompkins to Lulaway. And the
as he won it for me. He's won the man of the match. That young kid deserves everything.
It's not over, Eddie, yet.
It's not over.
It's not over. They're not going to get that far.
Look at Sean Wayne. He's as bad as Michael Maguire.
They'll get one more crack at them.
It will be one.
5.
Now then.
Move.
40 seconds. Last tackle. Fielden's got to get off him. And Pro Tour's in no hurry.
Price is there for the kick. Will they charge it down?
Clear.
It's high, and Roberts is underneath it.
Whoa! He took it Australian rules wrong.
Rush and hope. Rush and hope. 20 seconds.
They've only got 2 tackles left in the tank, I think.
Gleeson.
They've got to keep it moving. We're into the last 8 seconds.
Come on, say the fans. Tompkins, wide they go. This is Bailey. Bailey with the kick. Wellens has only got to run the ball over the line and they've won it. Wellens does that. What a game. What a victory for St Helens. What a fantastic advert for the Engage Super League. Does it get better than this? Well, grand final time will tell us. There was only 2 points on offer tonight.
What's happened, James Graham?
I think he's just absolutely out on his feet. They've won it. Monumental match. A truly memorable 80 minutes. Gidley smiling all over his face. I don't know how they've got the breath. I don't know how they've got the energy. A great game and played in the main in the best possible spirit. Blood everywhere at times. Courage, skill, determination, a we will not be beaten mentality. Outstanding. I've run out of things to say. Jamie Foster's man of the match though, and what a game he's had, and he's with Rod.
Jamie, wow, what a game. Just tell us what that was like to play in. Unbelievable.
That was crazy, you know, it's the hardest match I've ever played so far in my career, and you know, it's full credit to the boys. You know, I thought our pack today was absolutely outstanding. You know, Wigan have been running right a bit this year, just bullying people, but you know, the likes of James Graham, Kieran Cunningham stood up today, and so much easier for us outside backs to play off that, you know.
It looked like it was all over when you scored that try, but it ended up with you having to make a really difficult catch in the sun in the last minute. Just tell us what you were thinking when that ball was coming down.
Oh, mate, I could see they were setting up for it, you know. I could see Sam Tompkins and what have you have a look over, and you know, they've got so many good players and they're going to fight all the way for 80 minutes, so I knew that if we was going to win, then we'd have to play for 80. That's what we said all before the game and at half-time, and you know, that's what we did.
Well, there's a bottle of champagne for you. They probably need a bottle of brandy after that, I should imagine. £100 to the chance of your choice, Jamie. Can you give us your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'd like to give it to a Western Hospital Chow unit, please.
Well done, mate. Let's bring in Paul Wellens. Paul, that's your 400th career game. Was that probably the best of them, even though you've played in some great finals all over the world?
It's certainly up there. I mean, given the occasion. People say it's only 2 Super League points, but to the people behind them posts down there, it means a lot more than that. And, you know, credit to the boys. We really had to dig into the reserve tank there, and maybe a little bit lucky in them, but we managed to get home.
You just sum up the physical and mental courage you need to play this game. There's blokes running around with broken noses and headbands all over. You're pouring with blood as well. Just sum up how much courage you need to play out of here.
Yeah, well, I mean, us as players, we just say it's part and parcel of the game. Where you get cuts, you get bangs and bumps, you just get on with it. I mean, when you watch the World Cup on TV at the moment, you wonder how them guys are in a living, but you know, these guys are tough fellas, and credit to both teams today. It was a fantastic match.
Well done, Paul. Thanks for talking to us.
Wish Portico under-16s all the best. I missed the presentation last night, so all the best, guys. Had a good season.
Top man, thanks, Paul. Thomas Lelerwise here. Thomas, thanks for joining us. I know it's not the best of time to be asking you questions so near and yet so far, when you almost scored yourself towards the end there. Did you think you could pull off what would have been one of the greatest comebacks ever?
Yeah, I thought we could. I still believe we couldn't win it, but made those errors for us, man. We made too many penalties, and unforced errors will cost us, and against a good team like Saints, man, you can't do that.
You're still top of the league, but how much of a dent is this to you?
Oh, mate, we've got things to work on, you know. And I wouldn't say it's a big dent, man. We still play some good football, and, mate, it was a tight game. It was also the atmosphere, and credit to our friends, and, man, they come out to support us.
All the big games to come. Thanks for talking to us, Tommy.
Cheers, mate.
A fantastic effort. A fantastic effort from those three players to actually have enough breath in their lungs to talk to us. What an advert for the Engage Super League. And St Helens, well, they really have opened up the league leaders' shield race here. That will be the back of their mind. The most important thing is they've beaten the old enemy.